guys, welcome to a new series, if that's what you want to call it. It's called Let's Talk About. Basically what it is I pick either a film series, a film, a TV show or anything like that, and I give my opinions on it and talk about it for a few minutes, and hopefully people watch it. I've waited for this day to start it because it's, as you all know, or as I hope you all know, it's the Game of Thrones premiere day. Although, if you're America or you have Sky Atlantic, you watched it last night or this morning or whatever, like I have done. So yeah, let's talk about Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones, as you all know, is in my top 10, I think I gave it either second or third, but now it is my favourite TV show of all time. Basically, I just love everything about it. First, I'm going to talk about the characters. Every character he does something. It's not just a pointless character besides, except for, in my opinion, Bran, who I don't like his storyline at all. I think his power, yeah, that's good. It's quite interesting, but I just don't like the character. I don't care for him. If he was killed off, I don't think I'd be really bothered by it. But the rest of them either are there to be hated and you do hate them, or they're there to be liked and you do like them. There's no people who are there who you're supposed to like, who you hate. It's very, very well done, and the acting is absolutely amazing. Yeah, so season one, and I just want, between each season there's a difference. Season one is very different to season two, even though it's similar storylines and it's following on from season one. But with Ned Stark not being in it, that's kind of a main difference. And then in season three to season two, season three has the dragons getting a lot more stronger and powerful, and Daenerys Targaryen's getting a lot more people in her army, and she's beginning to become a Khaleesi or Queen, or whatever you want to call it. And season 4 feels different to season 3 in my opinion, because obviously Robb Stark's no longer in it, or Catelyn Stark, and yeah, I just think the war is apparently over, but there's still Stannis Baratheon out there, so I don't think it's over yet, obviously. There's a new family, I think. I can't remember if they've been in it before or not, but I don't think they have. Who hate the Lannisters, and I think they're related to the Targaryens somehow. But yeah, I think it's good how there's a difference, yet the storyline still connects. I like that. I think that's a very good way to tell the story, and it's a good way of keeping the series fresh. My favourite character, I'm going to go Jaime Lannister, purely because I think he's just got this elegant smoothness about him. He laughs in the face of danger. He's made out to be the Kingslayer because he killed the Mad King. But we also find out that that storyline has more to it, and it was very emotional for him, and he's kind of living a lie. Not really a lie, but an exaggeration, and everyone kind of gave him the name Kingslayer rather than he gave himself it, and he has to live up to it. Second favourite character would be Tyrion, just because he's a really, really interesting character. I think he's the most interesting character in the show. He has to deal with obviously being an imp, and everyone looking down on him, no pun intended. But yeah, they all treat him like dirt, and he manages to still be intelligent and basically proves them all wrong at some point, even though they still, particularly Tywin, you can see that he blames Tyrion for causing his wife's death because she died giving birth to him, and Tyrion has to kind of live with that, kind of not having a real father figure. But he is a very, very good actor, is Peter Dinklage, and yeah, Tyrion's just really, really good. I think he's the best, not the best, the most interesting character. And then third, purely because she's just a badass Arya, because in season 4, the ending to the episode where she just kills that guy after repeating what he said to her, I just thought, wow, that's just awesome. I'm forgetting something. Oh yeah, I like the mythology behind it. I think the mythology, like how much detail they put into it, shows how much the people who made it care for this show. It's not just here's a White Walker, there you go. They actually give a backstory to them, tell them that they've been to Westeros before, and what happened back then. And they also get the houses. There's like so many houses, like House Stark, House Baratheon, House Baelish, all that kind of stuff, and they all have a sigil, and the detail they put into them. In season 4, you see a load of people walking, they all have sigils, and they all have a unique one. That little details like that just show how much they care for it and how well this show is put together. And the theme song, the music in general is just absolutely phenomenal, but the theme song, it just gives me chills every time I watch it. Every time the episode comes on, that theme song just plays, I just get chills, and I just think, wow, it sets you up perfectly for what's to come. And I can't recall a bad episode of Game of Thrones so far. The only problem I will say, besides the Bran storyline being a bit crap, is that in season 3, I think the final episode should have been the second finale, and the second last episode and the second to last episode where Robb Stark died should have been the finale. I feel like they were a bit wrong way around, but it didn't make too much of a difference. And they're not scared to kill people off. I mean, they killed Ned Stark after 9 episodes, and he was like the main character of season 1. The gore and the nudity don't really bother me. I mean, a lot of people probably think it's too much or it's just there for views, but it doesn't really bother me, to be honest with you. And yeah, I mean, the amount of character development and the characters are actually, for the most part, likeable. I mean, Joffrey, I absolutely hate him, but I do like his character purely because I like to see what they do with him, basically, because I really cannot stand him, but I do like to see his character's development and how he reacts to situations. I mean, that may sound weird, but if you know what I mean, then yeah. I think I've covered everything. I have a question for you guys. Please feel free to answer in the comments. I mean, I do look at the comments that people put. If you do, feel free to comment. What is your favourite character from Game of Thrones? That's it, basically. Comment below. Give me a like, a subscribe if you want more. And yeah, this has been Let's Talk About Game of Thrones, and I'll see you in another episode. Any suggestions, I've taken on board. If I've seen whatever you suggest, I will happily do a video on them. This is going to be a regular thing, probably either once a week or two times a week, depending on if I have time. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another video.